You're still watching the City of Lagos TV show. Welcome to Health Lagos. Today we're focusing on a very strategic health institution. We can call it an agency, and we're talking about the Lagos State College of Health Technology. Today we've got the provost of this great institution, Dr. MOYO KASIM. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
So quickly, sir, can you tell us what is the mandate, the vision and mission statement, and most importantly, the core values of the Lagos State College of Health Technology?
Our core value is number one, cultural competence, leadership, excellence, probity, passion, and of course, social responsibility. Those are our core values. As far as our vision statement goes, the college is to be a premier destination for excellent learning, preparing and producing world-class allied health care professionals. That's our vision. Our mission is to train competent and motivated graduates imbued with sense of social responsibility in a conducive environment with renowned faculty employing state-of-the-art technology to meet the evolving healthcare needs of our time.
In line with the themes agenda of Mr. Governor, what is the strategic relevance of the Lagos State College of Health Technology?
We're actually in the themes agenda of Mr. Governor, we are straddling two specific items on it. In other words, we're wearing multiple hats in it. First of all, the second letter of that themes agenda is the letter H, which stands for health. And by the name of our college, Lagos State College of Health Technology, we produce the mid-level manpower for our health sector, most especially our primary health sector. And that's what the H stands for, health. The third letter on that themes agenda is the letter E, which stands for education. We are also an academia, and we train those medical personnel, healthcare personnel, that are involved in the delivery of good health care to our citizens in Lagos State and by extension, the whole country of Nigeria.
Dr. Moyo, since you came on board as a provost of this institution, what has been the major achievements, initiatives and efforts to position this institution?
Thank you very much. We've been able to raise the standard of this college, the academic standard of this college. By that I mean, when I first came on board, for example, I looked at our grading system, for example, and I also, wondered the reason why some of our graduates, not just at this institution, at a lot of our tertiary institutions, when they graduate from here and they are fortunate enough to travel outside Nigeria, you find out that a lot of institutions outside Nigeria would not respect or accept our certificate or our degree, and I wonder why. But when I came back, I realized that one of the reasons is that our academic standard and the environment in some cases are not truly conducive. And so I changed our grading system. In the past, before I got here, for example, 40 used to be the pass mark. In other words, if a student or students are given an exam with 100 questions on it, and the student gets about 40 of them right, that student is considered to have passed. So I said, this is not best practices all over the world. We need to follow evidence-based type of things. So I changed it. That's one of the achievements we did. And when I changed it, for a student now to score a letter grade A in this college, that student must have scored between 90 and 100. For the student to achieve a letter grade B, they must have scored between 80 and 89. Letter grade C from 70 to 79, letter grade D from 60 to 69, and anything below 60 is an F. Secondly, we also decided to say, okay, when you come in here, we're going to give you about 4 different semesters to prove yourself academically, that you can keep up with the standard of this college. Because in all honesty, what we do here is very important. So I said, when you come in here, the first 2 semesters, you're 100 level. At the end of it, if your cumulative grade point average, your CGPA, is below 2.0, you're going to be given a letter of probation, academic probation, letter of warning, to tell you that whatever you're doing that is distracting you from your primary objective for being here, which is your academic, you need to go and reset that time clock. That what we do here is serious. Secondly, by the time you're done with your sophomore year or your 200 level, for example, if your CGPA is still below 2.0, then we'll give you a letter of withdrawal. Say, thank you for coming, you just can't keep up with our academic standard here. So to graduate from this college, you must have at the barest minimum a 2.0 and a 4.0 GPA or CGPA system, or course system that we run. We also revamped our student handbook to tell our students, that in higher institution, once you pay your tuition and your sundry charges, there's an implicit contract between us and you. You have fulfilled your own end of the bargain. It's like a contract. Then it's now up to us now to fulfill our own end of the bargain to educate you. And so we laid out all the rights of the students, things that they didn't know that they have right. They have the right to be educated. They have the right to ask questions from intelligent questions from the instructors. They have the right not to fear the instructor, their lecturers. They must respect them, but they cannot learn in the atmosphere of fear. We are considered to be monotechnic, not polytechnic. And the reason why that is, all of our programs are focused on health. The most newest of the programs that, kudos to our Mr. Governor, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is the biomedical BMET program, which is biomedical equipment technician program. What we found out in the system is that in our civil service system, that we don't have cadres of workers in the system as we speak today in Nigeria that not only diagnose, calibrate, and repair medical equipment. So when the government invests so much millions of naira and resources in buying all this expensive medical equipment, when something goes wrong with it, we don't have cadres of workers in the system that on time, without any delay, to the patient to diagnose and repair those machines. So Mr. Governor saw that and he said, we need to have these folks in our system. And the best place they can be trained is, of course, Lagos State College of Health Technology. So another big achievement is that our governor, able governor, as you see, there's so much construction going on, has given us the resources, not only for equipment, laboratory equipment, but also to put on new structures so that we can have more classrooms, more laboratories, more offices, so that we can now even be able to admit more students. Right now, as we speak, we have about 12 different programs that we need to bring on board. On top of that list is the paramedics program, for example. These are the first responders to scene of accident. Any mega city in the world must have an efficient, well-trained, highly skilled paramedics. In the last administration, they had a program called Ready, Set, Work, where they train final year students in both university and colleges, tertiary institution in Lagos State. And we had 3 series of those things every year. The first year, believe it or not, our students here in the entrepreneurship track, they give them a competition for students from LASU, from here, from LASPOTEC, from Accord and Nijanikin, from all the tertiary institutions in Lagos State, including Unilag, I believe, and Yabatech, to come up with the best ideas of a business idea that can be supported by the government. As small as our college is, the first episode, we won #1. For the first time in the history of the college, they'll be able to do NYSC. That's another great achievement.
On a final note, what's your message to your professional colleagues out there, prospective students, and to Lagosians in general?
Thank you. To my professional colleagues out there, I would like for you to please come take a second look at Lagos State College of Technology. We're still looking for good and highly skilled and qualified lecturers and instructors to come here and give us the best. To our prospective students and their parents, please take a second look at Lagos State College of Health Technology. We train professionals in here that deals every single day of their life, working life, with human life. To the public, please, I know you have, in your mind that maybe our healthcare system is not what it needs to be, but you can be rest assured that our healthcare system is changing for the better. It's changing for the better. With your children coming here, being trained, highly skilled, and now working in those hospitals and medical centers, please be sure that you have good and quality and highly skilled personnel in our hospitals and in our medical centers and even our diagnostic centers also.
Well, that's it on Health Lagos. Speaking with Dr. MOYO KASIM, who happens to be the Provost, Lagos State College of Health Technology. The City of Lagos TV show will continue in a moment.